Here's the plan. I want to store my 2 kayaks outside the garage. I've kept them in the garage for years now, but I want to keep them outside the garage, and I have some leftover wood because I was doing projects like building trellises and stuff. This is a new trumpet vine I got going here outside the patio. And my idea is to take the leftover wood that I have laying around, pressure treated 2x4s, 4x4s, etc., and build a 2 kayak rack right there and put in a gate right here. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Gave myself enough width for the belly of the kayak to fit in between these poles in the center, but also this is going to serve as my post for a gate. So I sunk it in the ground, made sure everything's level. From the opposite side, I pop off one slat. This is going to give me the ability to attach my 4x4 to the fence line. After I do, I'll simply reattach the slat. Next, I found the distance between this pole and that pole and that pole and that pole, so that I can come in this direction and in this direction and place a hole here for a pole. That way I can square off a rectangle frame. I could have made this post lower, right about down here, for easy removal of the kayaks out of the rack, but on second thought, by leaving it this high, it'll be easier for me to add a cover when need be, or to add a locking device if I want to. Didn't need to, but I added a third pole right in the middle that's going to give support to the center of this rack. There will not be one in the front though. Because I used the fence post from my fence to start my frame, I have a standard 8-foot spacing. This allows me to use the 8-foot pieces of lumber that I already have in order to make the shelves for my rack. Next, I need to figure out where on the rack I want to set these kayaks so that they both have enough room yet are high enough off the ground and not over the top of the rack. The kayaks are between 14 and 15 inches at their highest point, so I'll need about 16 inches to play with. I'll simply come down at least 16 inches from the top of the rack and build a shelf here, and then from the bottom of that shelf come down at least another 16 inches and build a shelf here, and that'll still give me plenty of room down below. This is about as basic and simple as it gets. As you can see, plenty of room for both kayaks, easy to put away into storage, and very easy to take out. All I have to do is lift the top yak off, remove the slats out of the way, and I can bring the bottom yak out sideways or over top if I want to. None of the slats need to be attached permanently. However, you can attach the bottom slats permanently and they will not get in the way. I have plenty of room overhead. If I want to build a frame, I could build a frame that I can set on top and latch in place, and that's going to give me cover. Or I can build a frame and put a tarp that's tacked over top for winter storage. Whatever I want to do. I mean, there's plenty of options here to make this a little more improved. One of the options I was going to do was with this top beam. Instead of nailing it and screwing it, I was going to get a couple J-hooks. Get some stainless steel or galvanized J-hooks and simply set it into place, and it would still be able to hold up these slats so that I can move this out of the way in order to get this yak out even more easily. But I have no problem, no issue with it doing it the way I'm doing it now. In fact, I'll lift both yaks out just to show you how easy it is. Here's a list of tools that will help you complete this job. Post hole digger, shovel, bucket with water, galvanized nails and a hammer, power saw, power drill, extension cord, square, level, pencil, and a tape measure. Also, you might want to use galvanized or stainless steel decking screws to attach the pieces together. Materials. If you don't have a corner spot on your fence, you'll need at least 6 8-foot 4x4s pressure treated, and you will need 4 8-foot 2x4s pressure treated. Also, I used several 1x6 pressure treated boards, and I cut 8 pieces at 36 inches long. Everything else is just wood I had laying around to dress it up. It's not even attached yet, but hey, it looks great. By the way, now that I have that post here, I can take a sawzall and disconnect this piece of fencing and build it into a gate, hinge it up, and I'll have a gate there. But that's a project for another time.